Counterpoint to me.
Well, we're going to have to come together and get 218 votes to make it count. So,
For what?
oh, who it's to?
Oh. Is this a political joke?
It is a political
like a
joke.
House of Representatives joke?
I mean, it's not really a political joke. It is a politics joke.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Murderbot. Season 1. Episode C6.
Says. Yeah, we started then.
Yeah, well, we're in. We're in it. We're in it to win it.
Yeah, so midpoint, 10 eps in the season. We think this is a side 2, track 1. This is where if it's a 70s album, you want to put a real banger on, get them hooked after they flip the record. And
what?
Maybe they did, because you said it was, I don't remember if you said best or favorite.
It was my favorite
of the
ep,
season.
I think so.
Favorite. Why is that?
A couple reasons. Let's start with a quick summary, mostly because if I remember correctly, episode 5 ended with a cliffhanger that we both commented, this is going to be a quick solve, and it could not have been a quicker solve. They didn't even address it. They just jumped right into, we're crash landed, how we're going to fix this.
Yes.
Which was fine. I actually preferred that to the, a lot of times you'll get a cliffhanger and then you'll come to the next episode and they wait 10 minutes to go back to that cliffhanger. They would go address the other people for a while.
Mm-hmm.
They just kind of jumped right into it.
It's a big Game of Thrones move.
To leave us somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they'll go an entire episode without resolving the cliffhanger of the previous ep. You got to wait. It's 2-3 weeks sometimes.
Jerks.
This show is not paced that way at all.
This show does not make you wait for much. We jumped right into the ship. We jumped right into how we fix the ship. He basically gets in a small fight with the captain over a television show that he likes because he overwrote the manual for the ship with episodes of this TV show, which for the first time, the quote-unquote voted Democratic leader of this expedition is quite upset with the security bot over this small thing, which is a large thing.
You got to make tough decisions. I still have an iPod. It's the biggest one they ever made, 260 gigs. I've filled it up and beyond. I have to make tough decisions about what goes on that and what doesn't go on. I can't put everything on.
But luckily you have it all backed up on CDs.
Yes. And an external hard drive. Yeah, but that's in this analogy, they're not in front of their CD collection or external hard drive. They're stuck out in the car on the freeway in Oregon, and all they have is iPod, and they don't have the instructions to fix.
They didn't put instructions to fix ship. They did diagnose how to fix the ship. He donated a piece of his spinal cord to fix the ship, which was kind of cool, and I thought that was very I'm gonna make up for this thing that I did. It was very fun to watch her have to slice into him.
She, even though she's a vegetarian, has to slice into his back and remove this. Yes.
And we definitely learned that these security bots have some sort of biotechnology. It's not just wires and motors. There's some fluid pumping around and
some gushy bits.
Spinal gushy bits.
Yeah.
We go back to the ship for a little bit. Or not the ship, but the larger ship, right?
Our base of operations. Mm-hmm.
And they're all just trying to figure out why they can't contact these people. What else before the twist?
I think they're just sort of farting around, aren't they? They're talking and hanging out.
The gentleman wanted to name his first child after the security bot, since the security bot saved them.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to call his kid Secbot, I think.
Yeah.
Which made one of the triumvirate laugh quite hysterically in that they're like, why are we talking about having kids right now?
and I think our interloper wanted to talk more about sex with the Murderbot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember anything of consequence up until
the banger.
The point to which you're referring.
The twist was I love this part, especially because I was literally like, there's something off about her, right? This isn't gonna, like, she's gonna have a heel turn. And it was not 2 seconds later when she started holding everybody hostage.
Mm-hmm.
Admitted that it was her that set the ship to explode. Now, I don't remember. It's not her that... Was it her that got the that's been reprogramming the security bots? I don't remember if that or she just didn't want to go back into servitude. But I think she's involved in the whole plot.
Well, she does threaten that the company, the overseers, the whoever's are coming for them.
Yes.
So she does hint at the threat of a larger, darker menace. That's, of course, while she's still talking, which she doesn't do for that long because
the bot shows up and shoots her in the head.
And there's no standoff. There's no hostage negotiations. He walks in the door, shoots her in the head extremely graphically. Blood
complete explosive.
Spatters everywhere. It's almost a jump scare how quickly
R.I.P.
this pops off. Pun intended. And then the episode ends with Murderbot saying, "Boy, that felt good."
And everybody else freaking out. Like everybody was losing their mind. I love that the doctor person seems to think that she could still save this lady, and constantly through the entire time that they were like under, like, because they turned into hostages, she kept being like, "This isn't you. You don't want to do this thing." When it's clear, you're like, "No, this is the bad guy.
That was the plan."
This was all a plan. And Secbot takes care of it, and Secbot ends the entire ep being like, "Yeah, that felt really good to shoot someone."
So in the ep, we figured out who, what is the actor's name? Anna, something or other. Who she is before her head gets blown off. But we have 2 new, longer arcs that we're tracking. Who was she threatening is going to come and attack them? And number 2, now that Murderbot has got the taste for human flesh,
will he continue to eat human flesh?
Will he continue to eat human flesh?
Will he continue to kill?
One thing I was thinking about, it was 2 episodes ago that they found out that Murderbot was sentient. Yes. And in that time, between the time that the crew found out about this and now, they've learned, I think, 2 things about that sentience. One, he's extremely lazy and would just rather like to watch television. And number 2, he really enjoys killing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we want to step back and say that's a something that the show is trying to teach us about human beings. This is what it means to be human. Obviously, that's a core idea of the show. What is humanity? We're talking about a robot turned sentient. But from the crew's perspective, these are the 2 things that they are learning about this robot's human sentience. Lazy TV watching and the thrill of squeezing the life out of another human being. I don't know.
Why is this my favorite episode? Number 1, I did compare it to a scene in one of the early Firefly episodes where Captain Mel Reynolds shoots a spy on his ship, and I love that scene because it's the same kind of thing where our quote-unquote protagonist enters a ship and everybody else is still trying to, like, talk their way out of this thing and diplomatically solve this thing, and he doesn't have time for it, and so he just shoots him and literally dumps his body off the ship, and they just fly off. And everyone else is like, "What just happened?" And sometimes that is the answer. And I'm on Murderbot's side on this one. I don't know if it's a good thing that he was really excited and loved it. I don't think our captain of Serenity in the Firefly TV show was super excited to kill this guy. In fact, he was pretty frustrated about the whole thing, but sometimes he was like, this needs to be done. But I do love the everyone wringing their hands over a solution, when sometimes the solution is like, well, you have to meet force with force, and this is what's going to happen.
And that was a genuinely shocking.
It was shot. This one was specifically shocking in this episode because you didn't actually see Security Bot enter the ship. Mm-hmm. Her head just explodes.
Yes, and then
you see him
pan over to the cause of
in Firefly. You, I believe, at least see him enter the ship, and then he just shoots him, and it's very fast. Just as shocking, I think, the first time, but not as graphic in the head exploding, blood going everywhere, blood on everybody else who's now freaking out type situation. And also there's the comedy aspect of this TV show, which means they're overacting how they're freaking out about this particular piece.
Yeah, because it is, I don't know if you would classify it as a comedy, but obviously there's a ton of comedic elements in it. And
I would say this is a dark sci-fi comedy for sure. It definitely leans to the...
You're just throwing a whole... If you put enough adjectives in it.
Yeah, you got to get dark, sci-fi, comedy.
But you're playing a lot of it for laughs, and this guy is kind of our Murderbot is kind of a klutz. So it is a little bit shocking when he has those sudden bouts of violence that he is programmed to do. So that's part of it as well.
Yeah, it has some of the same people, and obviously some of the same producers are involved as Avenue 5 did. But it has that feel to it where you're like, everything is real, but it's played for comedy's sake, right? Like, it's not a comedy in the sense that there are no stakes like comedies often don't have, right? Mm-hmm. Or a short memory that comedies often have, where the next episode didn't play on the next one. Like, there's clearly a story arc here, and clearly there are real consequences, but it's definitely played for comedy's sake, like over exploding heads.
I saw a bit of news from our guy David Dashhound. He's going to be in the new Street Fighter movie.
Okay.
Did you see this?
I have not.
Do you want to take a guess at what Street Fighter character he will be playing?
Which one's David Doxon?
Yeah.
No, which one is he in the show?
Oh, he's the
antagonist?
Our light antagonist, the one we think could be kind of a robot.
Is he going to play... He's got to play the main baddie, right? Not Dalsim.
We're talking M. Bison?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's who I would have to put him as. Which is funny because I think I think in the original Street Fighter movie, he was also someone kind of smaller in stature, as far as like not huge and bulky.
Well, the person playing M. Bison, yeah.
And I think actually the character itself in the video game is not really that like bulky of a monster.
No, he's not as huge as...
He relies on some robotics, if I remember correctly.
I don't remember from the movie.
He fly around a little bit?
He does fly around in the video game, yeah. But yeah, it's a bunch of other... There's a couple of wrestlers who are cast. There's 50 Cent is in it. There's a whole bunch of hulking guys. I was very surprised that he would be cast right alongside there.
I think it makes sense. But that's why, if I had to put...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's not playing E Honda.
You got it in one.
Just had to come up with a name. Well, anything else you want to add?
Stay gold.